Do dragons breathe fire?
Like me after I eat Taco Bell?
No, like these dragon's breath shotgun shells.
Ha, that's stupid. How does a dragon breathe shotgun shells? Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
Well, today we're going to answer the question on everyone's mind. Are dragon's breath shotgun shells as cool as they seem? I'm Jason.
And I'm Cal.
And you're watching Hunt in God's Country, the most dapper gun creators on the internet.
But today, we're not wearing our typical tuxedo uniform.
That's right, today we're wearing Demolition Ranch merch because Matt has decided to retire from YouTube. And we thought, what a better way to say goodbye to Demolition Ranch than to shoot some weird shotgun shells. And Matt, if you're watching this, enjoy your retirement and enjoy this video. So if you're unfamiliar with dragon's breath, Cal will tell you what it is.
That's right, Captain. Coming straight from the heart of a live volcano, dragon's breath rounds ignite downrange and become a fireball. Kind of like shooting a firework.
All right. Well, now let's go try this out and hope we don't burn down the woods. So I've never shot these before, but this is the dragon's breath. 2 3/4 inch 12 gauge shell. So I don't know what to expect. Hopefully we'll get the big inferno. We're going to shoot a paper target and see if it'll catch the whole thing on fire. Or it might just be a little fizzle. Who knows? Let's go check it out, see what we get. Holy shnikes.
Are you okay?
I think so.
It's supposed to go out the end of the barrel.
When I pulled the trigger, it automatically came back and it caught fire up there. When I pulled the trigger, it it's a pump action shotgun. When I pulled the trigger, it came right back and this thing was still burning. And it popped out and it had fire right in front of my face and all over my arm. It doesn't seem to have burned me. There's the shell inside there.
Was it not locked forward?
I sure thought it was. I racked it hard. I think it's just the way it exploded. Look what happened to that whole casing the shell.
I'm not sure if I want to continue.
I know. Huh. Well, that kind of scared the crap out of me.
Should we grab a lead sled?
Wonder if
Barrel's
I should.
not obstructed, is it?
I sure hope not. Okay, guys. To be safe, there's no one behind the camera. I don't know if you can see from the side there, Cal. Can you see this?
It's all black.
Oh, yeah. The whole load, that whole round, did not exit the barrel. It's still inside the barrel. So I think we're going to get a different gun. Well, that's a big blooper to start the video out.
Jeez, oh, bees.
That must be why it blew back and blew all over my hand. So, yeah, the barrel's not obstructed except by the round that we tried to shoot through it. So that's, wow. That's why we do this on a closed range as professionals, so no one else has to deal with that. But it might be this choke tube caught it. I don't know what that pad is that's in there in that round, but that was a little bit freaky. So we're going to swap guns real quick, and we'll be right back with you.
So a lot of the pellets, if not all of them, actually came out.
Now there's still a few on the pad inside the barrel. I can still see them, but I guess ultimately I'm glad I didn't have a Kentucky Ballistics moment there.
You do have blood on your face.
Do I really?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
You got a little bit right there.
No kidding. That was, my face was right next to it. You guys can see in the slow-mo, yeah, I got blood on my hand too. Yeah, it burned my hand a little bit. So, we do have a choke, that's in Remington 870 Express, and it's got a choke tube in the end of the barrel, and I'm thinking that the disc, if you guys saw in the picture there's a disc at the end of the round there at the tip of the shell. And I'm thinking that disc just actually stayed flat going down the barrel, which is, I guess, it's probably designed to be that way. And that disc just caught the edge of that choke tube and stopped. And a bunch of the pellets went through it, and it was a pretty good accurate shot. I I nailed it where I wanted to, but none of the fire came out the barrel. It came back to me. So, yeah, that's not cool. And that takes one of the 3 $7 a piece rounds. And now we don't know if it works or doesn't work.
You need a smooth bore apparently with Dragon's Breath with these.
So,
I mean, that is a smooth bore, but it has a choke in it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go grab one of my old single shots, and we'll just go with the old single shot break action, see if that performs a little bit better. So I guess we learned something already. Round 1. Don't use a choke tube.
Shotgun 1, Jason 0.
Jason negative, bleeding, still bleeding. Okay. So in my attempt to honor Matt and be like Matt, I ended up being like Scott. Well, luckily not as bad, but so I grabbed my choke tool here so we can pull this out and see what really happened. Huh. So there's the back of the disc. There's the other end of it. Let me grab a stick here and push this thing out. Let's see what we got. Let's lay this down on the truck. Oh, got it.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Look at that. So, what we just learned is that the choke tube, being that this one tapers down, this is actually a turkey, extra full turkey choke. Should not have done that to start with. Should have changed it to a modified choke. But look at that thing. That is, so all that was supposed to come out and burn. And instead it got stuck. It burned a hole back through the wad and came backwards, as you guys just saw. Yep. Burned a hole, that's the top of it. Burned a hole right through that wad. It came backwards, and just what burned there shot back at me. Whew! Well, alrighty then. Great to be American. Alright, I got a new gun. Well, it's not really not new, but a different one. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the old Harrington and Richardson Topper Model 158. This is a 12 gauge 3-inch chamber, and it's modified. So it's a modified choke, that means it's a straight barrel. So we're going to go ahead and use this one now and see what happens. I only have 3 rounds. Well, I have 2 rounds now because I already shot one. So I think we're going to shoot once more at the paper and see what actually happens to the paper. And once we know what these things actually do, then we're going to do something really cool for you. So let's jump at it. So what you just witnessed is not normal, and that is why we always have a second person or more when we shoot. Never shoot by ourselves. We're on a closed range, private back here, and we also have with us a fire extinguisher. We have a 55-gallon barrel full of water, and we also have a phone on standby for 911 in case it's needed. So just things to note. Do not try this at home. And I highly recommend you to never shoot by yourself because things can go wrong. So, all right, we're going to try this again. Let's see what happens. That was pretty cool.
It didn't catch it on fire, though.
It didn't catch it on fire, but it also didn't catch me on fire. So... I think what happens, guys, with that first round in the pump, I think the pressure with that round stopping up there in the choke tube, the pressure blew the pump back so fast. That's why everything came back and burned out on my hand, burnt both my hands actually, and had blood on my cheek and burnt my finger over here. And I think that pressure just pushed everything back so fast because you normally you know, I wouldn't be racking it back that fast, so. There's a bunch of crud in here. All right, let's check out the target. Oh yeah, it's burning back here. The back of the cardboard box is burning a little bit. There's a little fire starting there. All right. You want to try one more at the paper and cardboard, or you want to just move on to something else?
We only have one left.
Of these, yes. But we also have something else in store for you, so don't go away. We have some really cool rounds to go on after these. If you guys have seen John Wick 4, that was Dragon's Breath that Keanu Reeves was using in that shot where they did the view from the drone that actually looked like a video game. That's what Dragon's Breath is. Third round, let's see if we can make the door catch on fire. Breathe, dragon, breathe! Woo! All right, round 3 actually worked. It's actually getting kind of warm. I think I need to put that fire out.
You're not very smart, are you?
No, sir.
We have a fire extinguisher. Or do we just let it burn? Away from the railroad tie wall, just like it is. Okay.
Away from the wall and the door. Although I kind of wanted the door to catch on fire.
I did, but this is okay.
I don't even know what this mashup is at this point. Demolition Ranch, Kentucky Ballistics, and a little bit of Hunt in God's Country. We
Hunt in Kentucky's ranch.
Hunt in Kentucky Ranch. Yeah. We. Well, we finally achieved what we were hoping for on round 1 on round 3. All right. Armor-piercing incendiary coming up.
Next up, we have armor-piercing incendiary 12 gauge. And we have a door. We're going to see if they go through it or catch it on fire or both. Hopefully both. We're going to find out. Armor-piercing incendiary 12 gauge. Hope this one doesn't hit me in the face. Sorry, Dad. Well, it went through.
It went through.
That had a lot of recoil.
I got 2 more armor-piercing incendiaries. Let's try something else.
All right, now I have a steel dryer drum. A drum from a dryer, from a clothes dryer. And we're going to see if armor-piercing incendiaries will pierce the armor and be incendiary. I don't know. Hopefully it goes clean through. I'm sure it will. These things have quite a bit of recoil. Hey, it went through. This thing kicks and it hurts. The shot was low because I was aiming low because this thing's sitting close to the ground, so it went really low. But yep, that's a 12 gauge.
Good. I almost get 2 fingers in it.
And there's that one. It threw the paint out. Let's see. That was a really low shot, which was partly intentional. That's where I was aiming. And yep, it hit the bottom of the railroad tie. Like the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah. So, 12 gauge armor piercing incendiary doesn't care. I have yet to see any incendiary, but armor piercing. I have one left.
Last one, armor piercing incendiary, 12 gauge. I'm going to shoot the 3/8 inch gong we have and see what happens. I don't think it's going to break it. Or AR 500 steel, pretty tough. But let's find out. This hammer is loose. Well, it hit it pretty hard. I'm not bleeding.
I'm still alive. The slow-mo should show that cool ricochet.
Okay, there's no hole in it. Yeah, there is a divot. Is that it? That's not it. What did that then? Or is that it? It's just not warm. None of it's warm, but that might be it. There's a little divot there. I don't know if you can tell on camera.
Not straight on, you can't.
Yeah, none of it's warm. But I don't think anything else would have put a crater in it like that. All right. Armor piercing incendiaries. As long as you're not wearing 3/8 inch AR 500 steel for body armor. That thing weighs like 30 pounds. I wouldn't want to wear that. But
That is a beautiful sunset behind you.
you would survive armor piercing incendiary behind one of these. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. And comment down below your thoughts. I'm sure you have a lot, especially on this goober.
Wow. I got my Ted Nugent hat signed by Kentucky Ballistics. This shotgun, I love. Please don't think there's anything wrong with the shotgun. That was my mistake to shoot it with the choke tube in there. But we learned something today, and I'm glad that we were able to share it with you guys so that you don't make the same mistake.
Yeah, do not do as we do. Do as we say, not as I do.
That's why we record what we do, so that we can show you what not to do.
We are professionals. Do not do what we do at home.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate and love you all. Stay tuned for some exciting new things coming really soon. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time a new video comes out. You can keep up with our new excitement things coming on for this summer. Plus, it's fishing season.
Yes, it is.
So hunting God's country will be fishing in God's country.
Check out our other channels, Cal Builds and Camp Carpenter. Links to those will be in the description down below.
As always, shoot straight.
Keep the fire going.
We
He's
did
pretty
that
good
today.
at that.
Does a dragon breathe fire?
That's stupid. That's not right.
So if you're unfamiliar with what dragon's breath is, Cal will tell you.
That's right, Captain. Coming straight from the heart of a live volcano, dragon's breath rounds ignite on their way down range and like a fireball. And basically is a firework.
Thanks, Cal.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's go shoot some of these and see what happens.